Hey there, Lumineers. It's me, Villain Vince, with the Rules of Villainy crew. Here we got Villain Andy and the Mayor of Lorcana himself, Brad. How you doing tonight, gentlemen?
What episode is this, Vince?
I don't know. I don't care.
What are we even doing?
How is this going to be cataloged in the Rules of Villainy archive? How is this? Our archivist is going to hear about this. And
Making
he's
this
gonna come
really hard on Julie here.
All right, here we go.
Are we starting over?
We'll rerun it. Well, this will be the cold open. Hey there, Lumineers. Welcome to Rules of Villainy, episode 95. I'm Villain Vince, joined as always by my two co-hosts, Villain Andy and the Mayor of Lorcana himself, Brad. How's it going tonight, gentlemen?
Better
Good.
now that I know what episode this is. Let's go.
Yeah, great. Phenomenal. Fantastic.
How are you, Vince? I feel like you always ask us how we are, but I don't know if we always ask you how you're doing. How are you?
Oh, that's so kind. But yes, I'm doing well.
Good.
In fact, I built a new Lego set actually today.
Whoa! What is it?
I know. I got the Darksaber from well, Andy's like looking confused. It's from Star Wars, but the Mandalorian is where it's well known.
Yeah.
Nerd alert.
Yeah, it says the folks here that are all playing a Disney card game, because we're not nerds either, right?
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sure. Let's get into some news. Kind of slow news week because we always record this on a Wednesday, and we're gonna have another Lorecast tomorrow, or for you, it'll be yesterday, and then we'll get a whole bunch of news then that we didn't cover yet, but we'll cover it next week. But one thing I wanted to actually ask people: did you see the interview from that the Ravensburger CEO did?
I saw pieces of it
very recently.
Very, very bad news for a couple of us here.
Yeah, I know. The thing that stood out to me was the target market being 16 to 17 to 40. So, guys, I've got a few more episodes left, and then I'm gonna have to retire.
Same.
And we're gonna have to pass it along to somebody else.
Join us on our 101st episode where Villain Vince is replaced by Golden Mickey winner Aiden. We need to reach a
he's
new
not even in the
crowd.
target demographic either.
Oh no. We've gone too hip. We can.
But no, I like to think that they were, talking about just in broad generalizations. Of course, we all know this is a family game, right?
For sure.
Some of the best players I know are below that demographic, even including Aiden, as Andy just pointed out there. So it was humorous to see it that way, but also a reminder of like, wow, we are approaching 40 very fast.
It's like
I had a lot of fun with that quote yesterday or today, whenever that was.
But, I don't understand why there has to be a upper age limit. I mean, it's not like video game. We don't need reaction speed. Someone doesn't, play their genie and you have to immediately thunderbolt it as fast as you can. Like,
no, I don't think that's what it meant. I just think that was they're looking at who's mostly buying their product and probably fitting into largely that demographic or so. Although, I'll say we see a wide range of ages when I go to DLCs
100%
to play the game.
But
actually what I so that was the fun thing I wanted to point out. But what actually is really promising is that, they're seeing that Disney Lorcana is getting 3-figure $1 million revenue in the range is where they're seeing it, which is, I think good. So we're seeing a lot of So what I took away from this is there's a lot of sustainability here, that Ravensburger is seeing Disney Lorcana being a key third pillar to their future company, being puzzles, games, and now the trading card game market with Lorcana. And I also got to say, I really appreciate the CEO calling out to, talks about trading card games being like a very male dominated area, and how, Disney Lorcana kind of breaks that a little bit by being significantly more gender diverse. You wouldn't be able to tell from the three dudes on the screen at the moment. But I mean, we've got Andy's your wife, one of the key members of the Rules of Villainy team here. She is very active in the trading card game, and we're going to talk a little bit about a collab she has here shortly. And even I know Brad, the Mrs. Mayor now officially, doesn't play Lorcana, but is very active in the Disney trading, pin trading. So that's
yeah.
I thought I
She's
was gonna
excited
have
to get back in that too.
I thought I was going to blur that out, Brad. That's just your ring
Oh,
finger.
yeah.
My ring, yeah.
What'd you think he was
I-
like?
Well,
I think you're-
Brad is in the obscured spot behind my camera, so it kind of just looked like he all made a very rude, unpolite, non-Disney gesture at all of us.
So
Yeah.
but anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that interview. I thought it was really interesting to read through. It was in German, but thankfully there's. I was gonna make a joke that I spoke German, that I read it in the actual German, but I don't.
Some of the
shame.
top players on our Rules of Villainy competitive team, women. We've got
that's right. That's
almost
right.
25%
And it's not confusing at all.
women.
Kirsten and Kristen. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their husbands' names are even more similar.
I love that week after week I can look at and talk to either one of them at our locals, and I know who I'm talking to, but it gets so screwed up in my head that I will say their name, the wrong name, while talking to them, even though I know the difference between them. It's just I can't get over that hump.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is a hard struggle for me. Like, I use real brain power to try to be like, I'm like, okay, that one is it's Kirsten. No, it's Kristen. Okay.
I have no sympathy for y'all. My sister's name is Kristen, so I got Kirsten and Kristen in my family, and then Kristen on my team. So no sympathy for y'all. But shout out Kirsten and shout out Kristen and shout out my sister Kristen, who sent me a package, unsolicited package, arrived today. You know what was in it? A T-shirt, which I have and I can't reach, so I can't show it, but it's hilarious. It says, "I love my sister and she's the best," funny and hilarious. It is like a joke shirt. But she also sent me an Inkland starter deck. So
wow, that's awesome.
Did you get anything out of the packy?
No,
So I know
was
you
really
went straight
bad.
to it.
So yeah,
Oh no.
I don't. Kirsten might have even thrown the rest of the starter.
Did you?
I really appreciate.
You didn't get it. You didn't get an enchant at the wall.
No, I appreciate the sentiment though. Thank you, sis. Inklands is
It's all right.
the worst. I hope she got it for like 50 cents on clearance somewhere.
She might have if she went to Fortuna.
Yeah. Well, let's get into some other quick news. So that I want to talk about the interview. We also had a really great. Well, I didn't, but Andy did with the Mad Drafter. You were with Quest with Cole and
Chris from the Inkwell Lounge.
The Inkwell Lounge. That's what I was trying. And you talked about 5 drops, right? Was it 4 drops? 4 drops. 4 drops. 4 drops.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate being invited on again. This time, I didn't have like when we all get invited on. I kind of feel like, well, my takes are bad, but they're not like Vince or Brad bad. Like, this is fine. But no, now I was surrounded by 3 of the best in the limited game. It really showed, right? I was the one ugly friend that no one wanted. So
you're saying that you're not getting invited again.
I hope
Mad Drafter.
We'll have to see. But definitely watch the video.
Absolutely.
Questionable as to whether or not you should listen to anything I say.
We'll link in the description below there and stuff. I'll just say, Heath, if you want to replace Andy, I'll definitely take that. No, I'm kidding. Let's move on though. You just definitely go watch it. He's also got a whole series going through the one, and I think the 6-drop video came out too.
Yep.
Probably by the time this comes out, is there anything? We do have a few.
Yeah, I hear
that. Or is he combining those? He does those different every time a little bit.
So this may not even be a spoiler. It may be out already. But I hear there is bonus content this time around. There will be a 10 drop video. So
Yeah.
we'll be
phenomenal.
going over all of the 10 drop.
Yeah. You know what? In fact, actually, I did hear about this. He's
there only
paywalling
one?
it behind Patreon.
Yes.
So you can only hear that on the Mad Drafters exclusive Patreon
Oh, wow.
for $10, actually. So
Wow.
you have to pay $1 for every
Ink cost.
ink cost. But we have up next here this thing here, Brad. What is this? This Questal Mania?
You can't even pronounce Questlemania. Oh my God, Lorcana Heat, one of our dear friends.
I was trying to bait you into like going full into it.
No, don't worry. I got a promo to cut here about Questlemania, but I want to give a huge shout out to Uncool Sam and Thick Flair over there at Lorcana Heat for putting this on. We've been on there in the past, had a great themed tournament before, and now we are at Questlemania, and I'm so excited. I get to stream the main event of round 1 on Thursday, May 14th at 5 p.m. Central. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait to do it. And apparently it's a popular decision too. Everybody's been asking me, when do they get to watch the mayor quest past old Charlie at the Inkborn Heroes? And I get to tell him now, it's on Thursday. You get to see the mayor work his magic. As for you, Charlie, I don't care if you have 16,000 followers on Instagram, because every single one of them is going to see you be defeated by me, the mayor, at Questlemania. So stick to what you know and creating content, because leave the questing for me.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. You tell them. It's villains over heroes all day.
Any day of the week. We
Every
warn
day.
folks. We have a warning about it, by the way.
And if you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you. Be prepared.
I love it. And I think we probably got a sneak peek of what Brad might be playing as the thematic deck in the Questlemania.
Still up for debate, but I do need to get them a deck list earlier than the stream, so I got to figure that out soon.
I got to add some context. This first round, if you haven't already caught the news from Lorcana themselves, first round is franchise. So it's rainbow, all 6 colors. I knew that. I've played this game before.
And he doesn't actually know how many. Partly because here at Rules of Villainy, we believe that Emerald doesn't exist.
Emerald is. So, franchise, all from one franchise, or cards from the Lorcana, Lorcana unique cards, Sail, Chromacons, Coils.
Yeah, so everybody's going to be running Sail. Like that's just normal, right?
And I will say, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I did do some playtesting with the mayor today, and I did not go in my favor. So he's doing okay. And next news item, I won my match. So you'll probably hear more about that during the broadcast. I think they said they're going to announce some of the winners, show the bracket evolving. I do not know who my round 2 opponent is. Hope it's Kirsten, because she's been talking crap.
But it's different. Round 2 is different.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta buy. I don't have to worry about this part of the event. Yeah, I'm coming for her. Maybe that'll be happening. But shout out to Lady King. We had a great match today. I played Aladdin. She was playing Beauty and the Beast. Man, she stuck a sad beast in one of the games. Must have drawn 20 cards off that thing. I was like, oh, so rough. I couldn't get rid of it.
That is brutal. My match, yet date to be determined. Still working the details out on that, but coming very, very soon, because it'll be before the main match.
And potentially even before this episode airs. I know a lot of these are happening soon. So if for some reason Vince's match is already aired, we'll put the score
That I can almost certainly say probably. Schedule conflicts.
Okay, fair enough.
Are
Fair enough.
so, we're adults, but I'm playing Porcana.
Porcana? You're supposed to play
Or
franchise.
No,
Oh,
no. That's who I'm playing.
Your opponent?
The opponent, yeah. So, all right. The next thing we have here is, well, I mean, because people, if you can count at least 5 more, you'll know that we're on episode 95, and in 5 short episodes, we will be at episode 100, which is very, very exciting. Didn't know we would make it. Honestly, little surprise still, to be honest with you. And honestly, you know what?
There's
Still early. We could not make it. It's still
there's a chance we don't.
Yeah.
You guys listen here. Be sure to like and subscribe. If we do not hit 1,000 subscribers before our 100th episode, Vince will delete this channel. What?
This just in. My match at Questlemania is now a career match. The loser has to stop making content. Just kidding.
Yes. So that is our goal. We're gonna have a live stream on June 12th. We're gonna have tons and tons of giveaways. So please tune in to that live stream. Well, more details on the time to be determined. But we will be here on that Friday, June 12th for our live stream. And then you think one day of us is enough. It's not. We're gonna be live streaming at Impact Gaming Center on
date to be determined.
And we're doing an infinity round of Lorcana. So we're gonna be
all rounds
live streaming. Well, yeah,
it's just one round. No. It's a core tournament, but one round with randomly infinity in the middle.
That's not how that's going, but that would be funny if it were true, to be honest. Could you imagine just like walking up to a table and being like, "Hey guys, you've been selected randomly for the infinity round."
No, you just tell everybody at the end of round 2 that okay, now round 3, guys. Hope you brought your infinity decks, or you are DQ'd.
I mean, I will say for those that are very pedantic, that are our listeners that want to be technically correct, all decks that they are playing at a core constructed event are technically infinity decks. Just saying. Just saying. So
yeah. So about getting that for hipper new co-host. We want to start like doing some interviews soon, Brad, or whatever.
Yeah, we'll put the applications on the Google form here that I'll have in the link in the description below.
That's all right. You can just down below save Vince in the video. Not only will it help boost the algorithm, it'll help boost my chances to stay on this channel. So
or will it?
I don't know. Yeah, we will find out.
Hashtag save Vince or hashtag Vince is too old. Chat in the description. Let us know your thoughts.
All right, Andy, you want to take this next point?
Yes. ROV Kirsten did a collab with Lore and Lumineer. I believe it was released a couple days ago. So like a couple more days ago by the time you're seeing this. They played a match of Lorcana. And then when they were done, they played it again, I believe, this time with open hands, and they talked through the lines more and, went over what they were thinking and how they play the deck. I think it was kind of just spotlighting Kirsten and the success she's had on the Amber Steel list, the Diego song, Habibi song, Earl Meister song, whatever you want to call it. I told her she should really change one card so she could call it ROV Kirsten song. But yeah, so I know this set is over, but Kirsten is one of the best players on our competitive team. She's an amazing Lorcana player. If you go and watch that, listen to what she's thinking, learn how she learns to play. Maybe you can glean something from that, and hopefully you learn something. And be sure to check out that video and Laura Luminier's channel. Like and subscribe and send them love. Tell them Rules of Villainy sent you.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then the final little bit of news is today, when you're listening to this, it is May 8th, and Wilds Unknown has been released into the wild. And you can find it at your local game store and have fun with your pre-release events that'll be lasting all weekend. We got a lot of fun packed stuff here this weekend in the St. Louis area. So I'm sure you'll be sure to see us around the area. I know I'll be at Fortune. I think you both will be at, they'll also be at Bodox. You'll be at Wild Growth Games, who are celebrating, I believe, their 1 year anniversary
1 year, baby.
as a store, which is so congratulations. Let's give them a nice little round of applause on the podcast here.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, scheduling conflict. I have to go to Fortune. I can't go to Wild Growth, but I still love them. They're still deeply in my heart here.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. So yeah, good luck to everybody out there. And let's move on to Constituents Corner.
All right. Our first question of the week comes from Crash the Wolf asking, since Hiram is now the lone banned card, if we had to ban a card for each color for Infinity and or Core, which cards would you guys pick? You want to just go color by color? Just
Prince
one per
John.
color? Prince John for green or for Emerald, absolutely.
I mean, I joked that we would just ban Emerald. Like, it was a mistake.
Yeah,
Let's start at Amber. The first card that came to me for Amber was Akud.
What?
But
What?
Akud is really freaking good. In Infinity?
What?
Yeah.
No, Akud is a very reasonably fair card. You have Just in Time. Akud is only like marginally power crept from that.
Yeah.
You have
I would have said Rapunzel.
you have
over
Zero to Hero
Akud.
as well, which is also a song.
Neither one of those
Rapunzel
replaced itself.
doesn't have to necessarily, you know. I mean, but
But
it
I'll be
replacing
honest with
doesn't
you.
make it broken, right?
I'll be honest with you. There aren't that many Amber cards though that strike me as like super unfair. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I had to answer this, I think Rapunzel would be my top choice. I will just say, like, in fairness here, Amber is one of my least played ink colors. As much trouble as I give Emerald, I know I've played Emerald more than I've played Amber.
Yeah. I mean, the most unfair thing Amber does, seeing somebody else's song, I guess Akud count, but on turn 2 with either Cindy or Angel. And so it's kind of hard to be like, well, you should, like, that's the most overpowered thing they do, I think. And it's hard to be like, well, ban Cindy and Angel. It is kind of crazy that they get both. I guess Cindy is the more powerful one because it works both turn 1, you know, on the play and on the draw. But yeah, I think Amber's probably really fine. My opinion on a lot of these ink colors.
What about Ariel? That's another card that but again, like
as the game grows and more songs become part of the game, I mean, Ariel just gets more powerful, right?
Yeah.
So,
maybe.
Yes and no, right? Like, it can get more powerful, but you're not playing every song.
No.
Deck.
And you got to think about, Andy will love this, the hypergeometric math of cards that you need in order to be able to reliably. So the amount of cards song cards you'll need to reliably hit a song card with Ariel.
What's the magic number? It's been so long. Is it 20?
Somewhere around
20?
22. Depends on how consistent you need to be in it and what other good and bad songs exist.
Yeah.
Ariel is interesting. We don't have another song fetcher card like Ariel. We have
There's probably an Encanto one that does something similar, but
maybe we have
not as good.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we have several
almost
character finders, right?
Yeah, because you got like Be Our Guest, you've got the Nani now, but Nani has a condition, right? It's only cost. Is it 2 or less or 3 or less?
2 or less, yeah. But we have the page. Well, does it any character card, and then we have the item ones with Scrooge Scuttle. I think we even have Location 1, maybe. But so I just, I think that mechanic is fine. Aerial seems fairly fine. I think Amber's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
What
What
about
about
Amethyst? Yeah. Amethyst cards are fine.
Get out of here.
I think they're pretty fine.
I mean,
thought you were
I tend to agree. Actually, honestly, it's the same way I feel about Amber too. But if you're gonna make me choose a card, it would probably be Rabbit.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Maybe no. I still think I personally maybe this is the hottest of all hot takes that I'll have on this podcast. Is I think Rabbit is better than Friends on the Other Side.
Yeah, it depends on what you can do with it. Rabbit is a really, really good card. I think it's still arguably one of the best like cards. That mechanic is really, really nice. It could obviously be better, but
yeah. But also like the bouncing mechanic just in general. Like we just really kind of like lost that. I mean, we obviously some of it like still exists, but it's definitely not nearly as powerful as it was. But I mean, when you're talking about Infinity, all that's there now. But I do think, without question, in my mind, Rabbit ends up being one of the more powerful ones. Although I guess in Infinity, now thinking about it, there are other cards that might end up actually being more valuable, because you could think about it. If you have a bunch of more bounce cards, a card like Cheshire Cat potentially becomes more valuable because you can stack cards under it. The difference is like that's I think why I'd still lean to Rabbit over even something like Cheshire Cat is, even though you could get a better payday out of it, it's not a guaranteed payday.
Yeah, Cheshire is more expensive, right? Like to get cards off Cheshire. I have been talking with the team, and I've been seeing some testing of Ruby Amethyst with the 2-cost Scrooge. Play the 2-cost Scrooge, you boost it for 1. You take something out with it because it's a 4/4 now, and then you bounce it with Snake or Fox. So you get that extra card draw and stuff. I think the more reasonable card draw that we get, the more you're able to fit card draw into the cards you already sort of want to play in your game plan in your Amethyst deck, the less valuable Rabbit is. Rabbit is just like, it's like Friends or Finders Keepers. It's just like you pay an amount and you're going to draw these, right? Very basic game plan. But sometimes, things like Purple Hades or Second Star or, some of these other cards are better for your game plan to be drawing.
Yeah. I think the thing is the same with Amber that we get with Amethyst, right? Is that there's just not one single card that I think is OP. And I think we see that because they've basically, in a lot of ways, functionally reprinted stuff, in more enough ways. Like, yeah, we don't have the singing necessarily to draw the 2 cards we did, like with Friends on the Other Side, but you've got the Finders Keepers action. You've also got Second Star to the right, which you can sing for 10. You got Book. So you've got a lot of options, I think, to do card draw in different ways. Honestly, if there's any criticism I think I have with some of the Amethyst cards that are in core constructed that like didn't is that really what ended up happening is a lot of the Amethyst cards kind of, I think, nerf the synergies they had with Ruby beforehand, which is why we don't see a lot of Amethyst, like super competitive Amethyst Ruby deck.
Maybe. But I think Ruby just fell off. That's Ruby's
fault.
That's
true
not
too.
Anyway, Brad, do you have one to ban in Amethyst? Because
not really. I know a lot of people would argue Elsa 5, but I don't know. I've never been on the fence. Right? I'm not ever really on the fence or on the side of the fence of banning anything by and large, but I understand the reason why a lot of these are in the discussion.
Yep.
Elsa 5 makes a lot of sense, but I feel like she was also a necessary card to force action in a lot of stalemate games. So she's getting even more powerful with the legendary Dale that's coming up. So that's kind of scary in that pairing, but we'll see how that plays. But I don't really have any. I'm looking through our old villains of the week, and like Merlin Rabbit, I think is the first Amethyst card that we did, and I think that's a fair card to use in this example. I did realize that we forgot about Daisy and Amber, but she does have a fair trade off in the draw power she gives the opponent. So, but yeah, that's what I had. How about Emerald? We already talked about that. We fell on Prince John, but I would argue Under the Sea as well.
I was gonna say what? I was gonna say
You could argue Under the Sea. Under the Sea's so rare, bro.
I hate it. That's a personal bias, and I think Golden Mickey winner Aiden would agree with me as well.
Yeah, but that's because he was playing an aggro deck against an aggro deck, and the other aggro deck, wiped his board without having to put any effort.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like honestly, I think it's really important and healthy for a game to have game states that you can have board wipes. Right?
Yeah,
like these functional 100%
board wipes. Get it. But the fact it's Under the Sea in the Dogs deck that makes it where you can essentially play it on turn 4. Is that the earliest you can sing it?
I don't know. Only argument I think is valid about Under the Sea is that Under the Sea should apply to all characters, not just your opponents.
Costs a lot to apply to all.
It does cost a lot, but I think there's like a penalty there then for playing it a little bit and stuff.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I don't know.
That provides no benefit to the Dogs deck though. Like
exactly. We're not building Under the Sea for a Dogs deck, right?
Yeah,
the problem is that Under the Sea, if it got everyone, then it would only be good when you have bigger characters. Like the Wreck-It Ralph that we have in this set. You have to have all of your characters be above floodline before you flood the board with this board wipe. But then, I kind of think the characters you're hitting with Under the Sea are not characters that are going to be there. You've built up a board that survive.
Right. So, yeah. It functionally almost wouldn't get played.
Yeah,
right?
it'd be rough. It would have to be played with something like a Heads Held High or a Lost Woods. But
I think I will say, final argument for Under the Sea. It is the only villain of the week that we featured twice.
Yeah, and deservedly. If you top deck that at the right moment, that is a really, really powerful card.
Yeah. But I think the ward on Prince John just really takes
100%.
It's so hard with the discard. All right. Next up here is Ruby.
Yeah.
They're fine. Ruby's bad. You say Maui here to all, I'll be upset. Name with Maui.
Half Shark. Yeah.
No, Maui Half Shark's fine. Maui Half Shark is...
In Infinity, he's a lot more oppressive when you can give him Rush. Like we have a whole episode called "You Should Not Give Him Sharks Should Not Have Rush."
You could give him good Rush and Core too.
A lot easier in Infinity now, right?
It's the same cost. In fact, it's cheaper. It's cheaper in Core. I mean, it's also the same price in Infinity if you use that. But when I played Maui Shark in the Ruby Sapphire actions, you use Break Free.
Yes.
Deal 1 damage, gives him +1 strength, and it makes him, gain Rush. And it's an action, so you gain the lore off of it, and he has Rush now. As opposed to in Infinity, we play the 1-cost item, the Vitalosphere, because it's an item, because used to be able to eat it with our Hiram, buddy. And
audio listeners, he did the little
for audio listeners, Brad did the little on the screen and didn't describe.
What actually Andy needs to insert right here is the humana like music. Humana.
All right, what about Sapphire? I'm sure that's a very debatable one.
No,
I mean. They took.
Oh, I guess we did Hiram.
They took them. They took them. But I just really going back to Ruby. I would argue. I think if I'm putting a card in, I'm saying Maui Hero to All.
Hero to All is so fine. We have Hercules, the 5/3 rush.
Listen, Andy. I functionally
And copper.
agree with
And copper.
you
Ban
that I
copper?
think it's fine, but I am just saying that if there's a card I would ban, it would be Maui here at all. Anyway, let's move to Steel.
Yeah, Steel. That one I am not prepared for. I mean, there's a lot.
How much time do we have?
There's
I
a
don't-
lot in Steel that I don't
I don't
like.
know that there's any ban deal. Yeah.
Triton's Decree.
Card's so OP, bro. If they only have one character on
Bringing it
board,
back. I'm bringing it back. It takes care of the legendary bird and Prince John. So go ahead.
Doc.
Go ahead.
Doc.
Put those up there.
Doc.
Oh, Doc. Doc's good.
Doc. I mean,
Former villain of the week.
Like, I tell you what, man, nothing is worse than when you're like, oh, I've got you down to 0 cards, because we talk about how powerful card draw is, and then they're like, Doc, and I'm like, no!
I watched our friends Justin and Ron playtesting on Monday night, and just Ron always had the Doc, like 3 Docs a game, if not all 4. And you could see the frustration in Justin's face. Is like, I've been saying for weeks, like, when anybody who's playing Amber Steel, including Kirsten, they always have it. They always have the Doc. And then he comes back, and like, I had some great matches with Kristen on her Amethyst Steel, and I'm in a position where I think that, okay, I'm gonna take this one home, and she'll just have a perfect top deck Doc chain into everything she needs to just gain control of the game again. And it's all because of that Doc, and it's wild how good that is. And paired this set, Doc's getting even better with a card we're going to talk about a little bit later.
And I mean, in fairness,
we
could get kind of Doc locked, right? Like, you can get in a position where you
have multiple Docs,
Docs.
Yeah.
And it can be kind of brutal. But aside from that, I mean, and also, like, you have cards, and like, I think in Infinity it can be a little even more oppressive, because at least in core constructed, there aren't super obvious ways to like bounce you that back without doing something like Olaf. I guess you could play the what is the
maneuvers,
there is that one
magical maneuvers.
So there are a few things. There are a few things. But like, you have access to a lot more of the actual bounce options within the Infinity constructed. And I think in that regard, Doc just becomes significantly more oppressive, because then you can play it, bounce it yourself, and you don't have to even worry about like your opponent you know, trying to do any shenanigans to try to like smash something into Olaf and stuff.
I'm gonna be the devil Kronk on the shoulder here, and I don't think Doc is really that big of a problem. Like, they have to be out of cards to get any value off of Doc. And then if you look at like, oh, well, they top decked a Doc while they were, out of cards, and now they get 2 cards that they can play. Yeah, okay, well, I top decked a Finders Keepers, or a guidebook, or a Friends on the Other Side, or something else that draws me cards. There's plenty of other cards that draw me cards that are also good outside of it. Whereas Doc is really bad. Like you said, you can get Doc locked. I'm never getting Friends on the Other Side locked, bro. I got 4 of them in my hand. That's fine by me.
I think the counterpoint I would have to this, though, is when we think about ink identities, you think about something like Amethyst being a card draw, and I don't really think of Steel as being a draw engine. And so to me, Doc
Whole New World, bruh.
An interesting, but Whole New World has a penalty to your opponent too.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's all
So I, in a lot of ways, like, I think Whole New World's totally fair. Is it annoying when you've like sculpted your hand perfectly and you've made it exactly the way you want? Absolutely. But I don't think like annoying is actually the object of like banning a card. I think, like, does this card do something inherently, I think, that's unfair in its ink type, is where I fall with Doc in particular. Now, again, like, would I ban Doc? No. But if you're asking me what card in Steel I would put at my top of the list for banning, it would be Doc.
Yeah,
but
I think Doc does exactly what his ink identity is. Discards and draws, right? You're just taking
Yeah.
advantage of not having any cards in your hand to draw those two. The same way you could take advantage of the new Gantu, the 1-cost 3/3.
All hail.
Yeah, if you don't have any cards in your hand, you play that without discarding. No big deal. Obviously that's not very beneficial when it's the only card in your hand is to have a 1-cost 3/3, but having 2 cards is certainly much better. But
Sure.
Horizon, a whole new world, even the Scar, which has a really big upside if you can get a giant ally that you're banishing, but it still has that discard 2 attached. Desperate Plan has the discard attached.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. That's a fair counterpoint.
Right.
Any other last thoughts before we move on to the next question?
I think we also need to ban the muses. I think it just needs to be fair. If we're doing the ward with an ability that has no interaction without exerting, like you have interaction without exerting, I think muses probably needs to be since we have so many extra ban slots, right? We realized a lot of the other ink colors are fair. I just want to
Speaking of-
we are not at all gonna let down the fact that the rules ability does not like Emerald.
Well,
next one.
Speaking of the muses and ward, I got a question here from Paul saying, each set we tend to focus on the higher rarity cards. This is a repeat question that's good for the beginning of every new set. Each set we tend to focus on higher rarity cards, but the staples are common and uncommon. So what is a common and uncommon card in Winterspell, or I'm sorry, in Wilds Unknown now, that you think has the potential to become a staple in this game? Do we need to do a 3 count?
I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to say Winterspell instead of...
I know, I'm terrible. Should we count the 3 and all say what that card is? Because I think we probably all picked it.
We're including Vince
are
on
you
this.
sure?
Vince said he couldn't.
Are you sure?
He didn't have one to pick. Me and you had the
Oh,
same one, Brad.
I have one now.
Now he has one. Okay.
Well, then I guess
Well,
we
you
don't do a
ready?
3 count. Okay, well,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
What do you got,
3,
Vince?
2,
One,
1. Merryweather.
Louisa
Merryweather.
Madrigal.
Okay. What's the Louisa you're talking about? Merryweather is the correct answer, but Louisa. What is...
Well, here's the thing. I mean, to our to our listeners, you should know behind that. I didn't actually have a card originally when I heard about this question, and then they both picked Merryweather, and I was like, well, I don't want to pick the same card that both of them pick.
Oh,
So
so
I
now
looked through.
you're revealing that our countdown was fake. But I mean, it was
Well,
authentic
yeah, of course
before.
it was fake. I mean,
authentic.
we talked about it as fake. It was like
It was authentic before the show. Oh,
So you,
God.
Vince, you're saying
Cancel.
Louisa Madrigal, no pressure, 7-cost, 5/7 Sapphire character, quest for 2 with shoulder the burden ability. Whenever this character quests, you may move up
No,
3
no, no, no,
damage
no,
from
no.
chosen character.
No,
to this character.
no. I'm talking
All
about
right.
the one
Interesting
drop.
take, Vince. Well, that's
The
sums it up
no,
for Constituents Corner.
no. I'm talking about the one drop, the amethyst,
Oh, the
the
worst.
pushing
hook.
through the 0/3 Challenger 2 quest for 1.
That is not a bad card. It's a worse Rafiki.
It is,
It's worse than
but here,
Rafiki.
but
It
here's the
opens up the
thing.
door for the shift of the legendary, though, too.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like, honestly, when you look at rotation coming up here, so Rafiki stays because he got reprinted and fabled, but we lose a lot of our other core one drop characters. So we lose, I believe, a Royal Guard. We lose Basil. So when you think about especially when you're thinking about something, say like Blurple. I mean, honestly, also this Will of the Wisp, I think, is an interesting card too. But if I had to pick one, I think the Louisa Madrigal is a really interesting.
That's
And as
actually-
Brad points
sold
out,
me.
the shift.
The Willow, I think, replaces the Palace Guard. If you're going for an approach of like the Palace Guard or Olaf back in the day, remember the 1/3 Olaf? You're just trying to play a character that might survive 2 turns in Quest for 2, and you don't really care about it. The Willow can't fight back, but I do like the idea of playing it, questing it without caring, and then getting it back to your hand to then ink on turn
Exactly.
3, 4.
100%. Yeah, exactly.
And the Willow is a promo card for your league play, so there's going to be a
It
lot of
is.
those floating around.
It is.
Pterodactyl Janie doll is probably potentially playable as well.
Say it like that.
Yeah, pterodactyl. Janie doll.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah, the an alien is potentially playable. right?
So
Is that
let's
it?
talk about the Merryweather too, though.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah. That Merryweather is
Sapphire.
Sapphire, and starting to feel like it's going to be a pain because of that keyword ward, a 4-cost. I don't have her pulled up here. Where is she at?
She's a 4-cost inkable 4/5
Yeah.
quest for 1 with ward.
Thank you. Yeah. How we feel about that? Blurple still ramps on 2, and then get that warded character out there to just wreak havoc on your day.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily, for me. It doesn't. What does it get you? And granted, there is a lot more that is going to evolve in meta that might call for something like Merryweather. I love that it's warded. Scuttle was used the same way in Blurple, a 5/5 warded character. It was used to be able to play. Guarantee that next turn you were going to be able to sing, let it go on something, or do something with that 5-cost character. And so, sure, you're basically guaranteed that you can do something with this Merryweather the next turn, but what is it then? Right?
She's
You're
a
not
4/5. I think she opens the door for Amber Sapphire for Ohana to be a real good card card drawing.
They just don't quest, right? I mean, the more Ohana gets good,
She's a beefy character with 4 strengths. She's taking care of everything that
right, but
the opponents played before her.
Your opponent just wouldn't quest, right? You play this Merryweather, they're not going to quest their 4/4 into your 4/5 Merryweather. They're not, they're not over 40 years old here, Brad. Jeez. It just like they're not going to do that. So the same way you would,
Apologies to everybody over 40, which will be me soon, but
it's the same way with Rapunzel, right? It took us a while, but eventually the better players learn and realize, look, everyone's got Rapunzel. I cannot quest my 3/3 Pete, even though it seems perfectly fine, into this 1/4 Daisy, right? They're gonna hit the Daisy, they're gonna draw 3. Can't let them get that value. So if Ohana gets popular, same kind of thing is gonna happen. People are just not going to exert into something like this. And if your opponent is playing Blurple, the ideal 4-drop in Blurple is still Genie, right? So it is still wish fulfilled. This Merryweather doesn't do anything for that, right? I guess Merryweather guarantees Into the Unknown Singer.
But here's the thing. You're counting down the weeks while Wish Fulfilled is a legal card in the game. So
I think early builds of Wilds Unknown, I've heard of decks that are only running 4 Uninkables in Blurple, and that's the 7-drop Hades Infernal Schemer. So Genie might be finding his way out too in favor of this card. Everybody's talking about this Merryweather. I mean, maybe it's early theories, but
I do think it is early because I mean we saw a lot of early builds with things like Pete when we got Winterspell, and that really never found its way into the more competitive builds of say Blurple. So I do think it's early, but I think the question that Paul puts to us is what do we think is going to be a core staple in the metagame, and I think it's actually cool to think about rotation in this because we know a deck like Blurple is going to be slower going into rotation because we're losing a lot of these turn 2 ramp cards,
right?
Or good ones, really, right? Because I mean, I guess you could still do turn 2 ramp, but you're having to up your uninkable count if you do that. Because you then have to add
one job, and it's only one job, so you have
there's a Mickey. The Mickey detective.
He's a 3 ramp. Ramp on 3 though.
Oh, it's a ramp on 3. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
There's also Kristoff, who's ramp on 4.
So you got 3, options,
and you boost him, then ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to end up going a little bit slower, I think.
Yeah.
But I honestly, my question to you, Brad, is where I want to know if I would see this card more often in something like Blello.
That's what I was talking about. The Merryweather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
with the triggering it with Ohana, if you can find a way to force action, and like Andy said, maybe not everybody's going to quest to allow you to challenge into that combo, but yeah, her coming out and holding up to 5 damage, well, up to 4 damage before you can Ohana, because 5 would of course banish her, is a a really good combo, and I saw it a couple times Monday night when they were playtesting. So, yeah, I. Curious to see how it evolves.
Casa Madrigal might also be playable in Blello, doing the shark or doing the manor strategy, right?
Oh yeah,
you wipe
yeah.
the board. We did it with boosties too, Ramber boosties. You wipe the board, then you play like a imposing location, and they like can't really get to it because Vince banned their Maui Hero to all or whatever.
Honestly, this location has the downside that it's weaker than Manor, but at least it has an upside here that you can heal your character, which is kind of neat too. Because
and
we would like honestly, we would like joke move characters to the Manor because we just had extra ink. But here, there's actually a good incentive to move your characters if you have the extra ink.
The fact that it heals the manor, I think, is the biggest part. We had
yeah, that's right.
Not Snowfort. What was the Elsa and the Frozen one, Brad? Snow Camp is in.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
It's like a sapphire card from Ursula's Return.
Yeah, it's like an 8 willpower location that if you quest while there, you can remove up to 2 from your character. If you quest while there and you're a hero, Winter Camp. If you're a hero, you remove up 4 or something like that. So
yep. You nailed it.
Healing yourself from a location has already existed, and we didn't really take advantage of it. But healing the location, I think, more use cases. Still probably not like, it doesn't push it that far over the edge. I'm not playing this instead of Manor, like Infinity necessarily. Maybe both.
It's not terrible. It's a 3-cost inkable 1/8 with a lore pip on it, and you nailed it. It's a 2 damage from them, and if they're a hero, remove up to 4 instead. So
yep,
that's interesting. Yeah,
but yeah. So I'd be curious to see how some of these Rat Capone is another one I think might be worth. Could potentially become a meta staple. 4 cost 2/5 while has no damage, it gets +3, quest for 2. It's like so big Larry.
Big Lawrence, yeah. Big Lawrence.
Big Larry, yeah.
I like it.
The art on this.
It's
Grace Trad, of course, it's great.
Any other questions?
No, that's it. I want to thank everybody for writing in. If you would like your questions answered here on the podcast, please consider commenting below. Find us on our socials at Rules of Villainy, or join our Discord where we have a Constituents Corner channel, and often conversations begin before they even reach the podcast.
All right. For this main segment, we have some new little things we're going to do before we jump right back into the meta discussion next week. Andy, tell us a little bit about what we are about to be having fun with.
We're just gonna goof off. Classic, streamer who has nothing to do in the middle of a 7-hour stream. We're gonna play some fun games on online here. I found one of these classic. I'm sure you've all played one where you just fill in the chart, right? So we got it up on the screen here. We've got it's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 30. There are 30 items here, years all the way from 1995 to 2026, and these are Pixar movies. Name the full-length feature films produced by Pixar Animation Studios. 30 is already more than I. But
really,
I think I'm gonna hit play quiz here, and then I'm gonna be able to type in an answer. Right, gonna show up. I'll let you guys know. And then as we get closer and run out, I'll start letting you know the year of the movie that we're. Right.
Okay.
I think we're gonna breeze through this.
We only get 10 minutes. We only get 10 minutes. After
we don't need
10 minutes. I think it just shuts down and we lose.
Yeah, I think abruptly. So, remember the rules of villainy, folks.
All right.
Let's go.
give it a try here. All right.
Toy Story.
Toy
Toy
Bugs
Story.
Life.
Toy Story is
He's got to
one.
type it.
Bugs
Yeah,
Life.
Bugs Life.
Toy Story
Toy
2.
Story 2 is the next one. Then Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Yep.
And then I think
Cars.
Finding Nemo. No, Finding Nemo's next.
Oh, it was Cars was
Finding Nemo.
2026. We don't have to do them in order.
Oh,
Finding
okay.
Nemo-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
Then the
does kinda help.
Incredibles.
It does kinda help.
2004 is
Incredibles.
2004 is the Incredibles.
Yeah, Incredibles.
26.
And then I think there's Ratatouille is next.
Rat.
yeah, don't ask me.
Next,
Yep, got it.
Wally came before Up.
So it's
Wall-E.
Wall-E, then Up.
Yeah,
Up.
Up in 2009. 2010
And the
is
10
Cars. Or
is it
is
Cars
no,
2?
2000
I
no.
think I think 2010 is Toy Story 3.
Wow, that's 2010 already.
Yep,
Oh my
right.
god.
2012 I think is Brave.
All right.
13 would be I think Monsters University maybe.
Are they already doing Monsters University there? Nice.
So 2015 I think The Good Dinosaur came out.
That's closer to that. Oh, okay.
Oh, there's two in
Was it
2015.
a year later.
So there's another one in
the same
2015.
year. Maybe Cars 3, but I think that was 2016.
2017.
Okay. All right.
We got Toy Story 4. Oh, that was 2019. We skipped a little bit ahead. We're still
much-
missing in
much
2015.
later. So we have Luca.
Inside Out. Inside Out.
Yeah, that was 2015. All right.
Okay.
Luca.
Okay. Inside Out 2 was more recently.
Yeah, that was definitely way much.
Coco.
That was 2017. We're still missing 2016.
Well, let's come back to that.
Okay.
Let's go backwards. Let's do Hoppers.
Is that on here?
All
Okay,
right.
yeah, there's
Elio.
That's the
Hoppers.
latest one.
Lightyear.
Yeah. Yep, Lightyear.
Lightyear.
Soul.
Oh, Soul. That
Soul.
devastated.
We
me.
missed
I had a-
2023 and 2022.
So there's Onward.
Inside Out 2. Oh, we already did it.
20. Still missing 2022.
The panda one. The panda one.
Panda 1.
No.
don't have that.
No, it's oh
Red
my
Panda.
god.
Red. Just
Red.
red, right?
Red.
Yeah, I think it's red. Yeah.
Turning red.
Turning red.
Yeah,
That's
there
it.
we go.
That's it. Okay.
Turns into a panda.
Toy Story.
We got 3
Finding
left.
Dory. Finding Dory.
Finding Dory. Yep, that's right.
I haven't seen that since theaters.
Is there a
I think
Cars
I own
4?
it.
Cars 4, right?
No, there's not a Cars 4.
Planes.
There's no-
That was
Nope,
straight to
that's
DVD. That
that's-
was straight
yeah,
to
that's-
DVD.
It's also
So we're looking for a
I also think
2018.
Incredibles 2. God.
oh yeah,
forgetting
Incredibles 2. That was 2018. So 2023. What are we
2023.
missing?
That's all we're missing.
Elemental.
Wish.
Elemental.
no,
you are right.
Yeah,
Elemental.
Wish is
There we go, all
Disney
right.
Animation Studios.
In
Boom.
3
got it.
minutes. In 3 minutes. That's
Heck yeah, that was actually really fun.
100%.
It would have been more challenging to do them in order, and like
It would've-
fail if we missed it. Like we would have been arguing like before we submitted it. But yeah, wow, we named 30 Pixar movies. We're a bunch of nerds, guys.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Have you seen all of these?
I haven't actually.
Which one have you not seen?
Go back to that list there. I haven't seen Hoppers. I haven't seen Elio. I haven't seen Inside Out 2. I haven't seen a lot of the recent stuff. The last one I saw in
Wow.
theaters was Lightyear. I haven't seen Turning Red. I haven't seen Luca.
Brad's not a real Pixar fan, it seems like.
And the only other one I haven't seen before that was Cars 3.
So there's only one of these that I have not seen the complete movie of. I wonder if you can guess. Which one.
Lightyear. Fell
No,
asleep
I actually
during it.
enjoyed
It was
Lightyear. I
bad.
saw Lightyear.
I
a
enjoyed
few
Lightyear
times.
too. That got a lot of hate.
I didn't watch
I'm not going to guess out of the 30 of these which one you haven't seen all the way through.
I'll give a
there's
hint.
no-
I think it is unequivocally the worst Pixar movie ever made.
Oh, The Good Dinosaur.
The Good Dinosaur. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say Cars.
Un-
Wait, what? No.
really kind of a bummer. No, God.
No, it is.
Wait until Cars comes out in Disney Lorcana. But yeah, the Good Dinosaur is just such a bummer. I was so excited for it.
The
and it just-
photorealistic animation in there was insane. Like I remember being in awe just seeing the water and the landscapes of that movie, but the overall, because I do remember it was a passion project of those who created it, but like it didn't really stick even for me, who's usually pretty generous with what I like and things like that. But
Yeah, tell me about
yeah, like Get out of here. Get out of
I mean,
here.
I am pretty generous too, but I just didn't that movie. I just could not.
I don't know that
I
I
couldn't
ever
even
watched it again.
For
finish
people
it.
who don't know, Brad used to be a professional movie reviewer, and he gave Sharknado 4.5 a 10 out of 10 stars. That's how generous he is with any movie.
That's a very true story if you believe liars.
All right.
All right. So the next one is going to be a Disney Pixar villain match.
Okay.
So we're going to have a pool of villains, and we're going to get a movie, and we're going to have to pick the villain that goes with the movie.
Okay.
Oh,
Could
right.
be
easy.
vice versa. I don't remember.
Easy.
This one we only
Let's do
have
it.
2 minutes for, and I'm going to waste like 5 of those seconds switching to it and getting it ready. Okay? So we're at a little bit of a handicap here. All
All
right.
right. Maybe not so easy.
Okay. So do this and we move over. And here we go. The first one is Yzma.
The Emperor's New Groove.
It's from the
Good
Emperor's
job.
New Groove. Henry Waterdew.
This is the
I
Monsters
don't know
Inc.
Monsters Inc. Okay. All right. That was correct.
Okay.
Captain Hook.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. All right. Some of these are also, I'm realizing now,
Hercules.
not Pixar.
Yeah.
we got
Yeah,
Hades.
it's fine.
Is
Hercules.
from Hercules. Oh, I gotta hurry on these. Evil Queen.
Snow White.
Scar. Jungle Book.
Lion King. Get out of here.
Shen Yu.
Mulan.
Mulan.
Shere Khan.
Jungle Book.
Good jump. Yep.
Professor Radigan.
The Great Mouse Detective.
Yes, I couldn't think of the name.
Queen of Hearts.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yep.
Prince John.
Robin Hood.
There's Robin Hood on this list. Okay. Stromboli.
Pinocchio.
That's a Stromboli's delicious dish.
I know. I made it for our Disney
Aladdin
date night.
is
Aladdin
Jafar.
for Jafar.
Jafar is Aladdin,
Yep.
right? Cruella.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Gaston.
Puppies.
A Beauty and the
Beauty.
Beast.
Ursula.
The Little Mermaid.
Frollo.
Hunchback.
Hopper.
A Bug's Life.
Sid.
Toy
Toy
Story.
Story.
And
Process of elimination. We got
Done.
Goody. Look at that.
Look at
38
that.
seconds there.
38 seconds.
Okay.
Look at
Why does it
that.
say 81? Oh, never mind.
That's average score.
Yeah.
We
okay.
are well above average, Brad.
Heck yeah, we are.
Because we're nerds. All right.
How villainous. That was a fun game.
Are we ready for the next trivia questions here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince has got some trivia questions for us.
So I'm gonna read some questions, and you're gonna answer these. These are
All right.
these are a little bit harder. Okay, just say. So
Okay.
my first question here is: what do the Green Army men use to spy on Andy's birthday party?
Binoculars.
That's binoculars. They're in a bush.
They are in a bush,
They're in a
but
plant.
they use it. So, but I'll take binoculars. But the answer I was really going for here was a baby monitor.
Oh, okay.
That's what they use to communicate. That's
Yeah.
what they use to communicate while they're.
Okay,
You know,
yeah, I love how we're already we're in
wording of
question
these
one, and Andy is already arguing the
Have you-
rules here.
Have you
He's
like
I
not
gave
wrong.
it to you.
with Ken
I
Jennings?
gave it to you. We're moving on. At the end of Toy Story, Andy is given a puppy for Christmas. What is the name of the dog?
No. Oh,
I know.
no.
I know. Do you know, Brad?
No, go for it.
Buster.
It is Buster.
Let's
That
go.
is
Buster.
Correct. Yes, yes. When I wrote that question, I was like, if Andy gets this wrong, I'm gonna be so mad.
Andy has a dog. All right.
Yeah.
Who is Buzz Lightyear's enemy?
Emperor
Zurg.
Zurg.
Emperor Zurg. Now here's like a Pixar in question, so I'm just gonna like kind of put it there. What is the license plate number of Andy's mom's van?
Was it the A thing that's in every
113.
movie?
A 113
113,
is
yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. What is the name of the gas station that Woody and Buzz Lightyear fall out of the car at?
Ooh,
That's a good question. That's a good question.
good one.
If you want a hint, I can give you one.
It's like Quick Stop.
Motomart.
No.
Casey's
I will just
General
say-
Store. Quick
I
Trip.
will just say this
None of them
company
sponsor.
becomes relevant in other Pixar films.
Oh, Is it the
Bad guy in
the
Wall-E.
Energizer? Not Energizer, but like I'm thinking of Wally. There's like a brand in there that's
No, it's not that. So it's Dynaco,
Dynaco.
which
There
is
we go.
relevant to the Cars franchise.
In the Cars. That makes sense.
Okay.
Who is the voice actor of Ham the Piggy Bank, who has been in every subsequent Pixar film through onward?
John, I want to say Ravensburger, but that's not correct. It's close to that. It's
Yeah, I'll give you it. It's
Yeah.
Ratzenberger.
Ratzenberger. I was gonna say, I know what he looks like. I just
Yeah. What TV show is Woody a character from?
Woody's Roundup.
Woody's Roundup. Yeah.
That's right. What street does Andy live on in Toy Story?
Oh boy, that ain't happening. It's all you,
it
Andy.
is.
It's all you.
It's not Maple Lane. That's where
You
Bonnie
are so close.
Maple
Yeah.
Ave. Elm.
It's,
He lives on Elm.
Yeah, it is
It's
Elm
Yeah,
Street.
okay.
Elm Street. Well done, Elm
But
Street.
Bonnie lives on Maple, and when they look up the map at Bonnie's house and Woody's trying to get back, they like Google Map it, or whatever. They're on Maple, and they're going to.
All right. Now we're moving to Incredibles trivia here.
Okay.
What is Mr. Incredible's government name?
Hank.
Why don't I haven't seen Incredibles in so long.
Yeah, I
and I
haven't seen it
love
in a
that
while.
movie.
I don't remember.
Okay. It is
Yeah.
Bob Parr.
Bob
Jesus.
Parr. Okay.
Robert Parr.
As soon as he said Hank, and my mind just went like completely blank. Like,
What is the name of the island where Syndrome has a secret base?
oh wait, is it the location in the game is that the same name? Did they create a location card for it, or is that something? I don't know it, but
I don't know.
because it's like they talked about it on the Lorecast. It's like a lore.
Let's see. Is there a
play on
location?
island,
Wow.
right?
No.
That one.
There's
Is it the island of Nomanasan?
No Manasan. Yeah. No
It is
Man Island. It's
Yeah.
No Man Island.
Oh,
That's
No
the play
Man
on. It's a play on it. So it's No Man Island.
It is a
Yeah,
card in Lorcana. That's
Yeah.
how I found the answer.
Who is Mr. Incredible's boss at Insuracare?
Edna Mode.
No, it's that little guy, but I don't know his name.
Edna Mode. No
It's,
capes.
Gilbert.
It's Ed. It's
Gilbert-
Ed mode.
It's Gilbert Humph.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Lucius Best is better known as the hero.
God, I need to catch up on the Incredibles. I'm
Apparently.
failing this embarrassingly.
I'll give you a hint. JDZ dressed up as this guy.
Oh, it's
Frozone?
Is it Frozone?
Frozone.
I
Wow.
didn't know his government name like that. We're
Yeah,
not
I
that
didn't either.
close. I just call him Frozone. Or
What
Big Ass
superpower does Violet Parr have?
Oh, force
telekinesis.
field.
Telekinesis.
It's
Force
more of
field
like
is
it's a
correct.
force field thing.
It's
Yeah.
And
telekinesis.
invisibility.
I thought she had telekinesis.
Well, she moves things with force, like, and she can. That's why she's
With
like
her mind?
she's basically like the Invisible Woman.
Does she move things with her mind?
No,
Like
she
through
creates like a
telekinesis?
force. She creates a force field.
I
And he's googling Violet's power.
know.
I know.
I'm
He
gonna.
is googling it, but it's
pretty sure it's-
invisibility and force field.
Okay.
It
Okay.
is not telekinesis.
Okay.
What villain appears at the end of The Incredibles? The first one.
The mole man, the Underminer.
The Underminer is
Underminer.
correct.
Yeah.
Do you know who voices him?
Probably John Rathles.
John
Ravensburger.
Yep, absolutely. You're right. All right. The last question here is: what was the first superpower Jack displayed in The Incredibles?
Fire.
Ooh, I was gonna say fire too.
Yeah, fire bursting into
yep.
flames is correct. Yeah. You started off weak on Incredibles, but you finished out strong.
I got one trivia question for both of you guys.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What Toy Story character appears in Wall-E?
Oh, there's a.
Is it like the alien character? The
Nope.
alien thing?
It is Rex.
It is Rex. We nailed it.
I'm trying to find out how to spell John Ratzenberger. I just realized I wonder if there is a John movies characters John Ratzenberger has played in Pixar.
Yeah,
there is.
There
is.
is. Are we doing this quiz? Are we?
We are running out of time. We can do it quickly, but we got to
Let's
do
it
our
quickly. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
We're gonna get it wrong.
I mean, I won't get most of these right because I don't remember exactly what he was.
Oh
well,
my god,
we've got 15.
I don't know. Well, he's Ham in Toy Story 1 through 4.
So yeah, Ham.
5 minutes. Okay, so we go to this. He is
Ham. In Nemo. In Nemo, he is. I have to think on that one.
In Cars, he's Mac the truck.
Yeah, he's Mac.
Okay. Oh my goodness, the Good Dinosaur. Only one of us has ever seen that. And it was Vince, and it wasn't even all the way through.
I've seen it. I saw it in theaters. Oh my god, Finding Nemo. He's the teacher, the manta or the I don't know the teacher's name, but the one that has all the kids. Yeah.
Ray. It's just
try Ray.
I tried Manta Ray.
I would just try Ray.
I tried Ray.
Oh.
Dang it.
He's a construction worker in Onward. He's like, I just put, yeah.
And Incredibles, we already said he's the
construction
underminer.
foreman Tom in Up and construction worker Fenwick in Onward. And we already learned he's what? In what? Oh, Incredibles.
Incredibles, he's the underminer.
Oh, right. He's the underminer in Incredibles.
That's about as much as you're going to get out of me. He's not Bing Bong in Inside Out.
Bing Bong.
No.
I don't know who he is in any of these.
I
bet he's the same character in Nemo and Dory, but I don't know the teacher's name.
For sure. What is he in Monsters, Inc.? I'm trying to remember what. Oh, he's the Abominable Snowman.
Nice.
In
Monsters.
Andy trying to stop
Snowman. Abominable Snowman.
It might be Yeti too, is how they do it.
Yeah, just put Yeti.
Yeah.
The Abominable Snowman. It was that. They accepted Yeti. Brave? How was he in Brave? Does he have a Scottish accent?
Put Bear. Just put Bear. See what happens.
Bear.
Do it.
I did.
No.
I don't have to hit enter if I just get.
I'm trying to remember exactly what he plays in Ratatouille.
I'm looking up the Nemo teacher.
Yeah,
it's Mr. Ray. Maybe he's not Mr. Ray. I was wrong then.
Thought he was.
He's played by Bob Peterson. Yeah, I was wrong. I don't know.
In Ratatouille? Is he like
Is he the president in Wall-E? Like the guy who does the CEO of the company? The that does the video about them all leaving?
No.
Doesn't show up. I don't know. Boys. We got less than 2 minutes left.
we are flailing at this one.
We might be cooked. If you guys know the answer to these,
start putting in first names. Put
John.
Chris. John.
He's John from Wall-E. Doug.
The fact that works immediately. Who is John? And is he like one? He must be one of those guys in like the chairs. That is like,
I don't know. All right, let's get all the answers and move on to Villain of the Set.
All right, I'm gonna hit give up here. Give me all the answers. I got an ad. Okay. All right. Now that the ad's been cut off. P.T. Flea. Oh, from the circus. He's like he runs the flea circus. Okay. Yeah.
Finding Nemo Fish School.
That's a little odd. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Well, no, he voiced all the characters that were in that fish school. So he voice
Oh.
multiple characters.
Okay.
Even the little
Mustafa.
like what?
Mustafa is from Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the waiter. That's the waiter.
Okay. Juan Ortodoncia. I assume an orthodontist. From Coco. Bill
I
the
think
Crab.
he might have been the character that gives him the guitar.
Bill the Crab from Finding Dory, so it
Dory.
wasn't even the same. Earl and the Good Dinosaur.
I told you, keep doing first names, or we would have got to Earl eventually.
Brit and Gordon.
Yep,
I
Gordon,
knew
Earl,
a guy in high
John.
school named Gordon. I might have gotten there. Maybe not in a minute
Dang it.
left, but
Yeah.
hey, 47%. We got above the average 28%.
We did do better than the average. Wow.
Shout out to John Ratzenberger.
Shout out John
there-
Ratzenberger. If you ever want to be on the podcast, just hit us up, rulesofvillainy@gmail.com. We would love to have you on.
There is a like little end clip at the end of Cars where they're at a drive-in theater and it's Mac who voices John Ratzenberger. They're watching the
Toy
Cars
Story,
versions of the movies, like all these movies. So they're watching
Hey!
Cars, Toy Story. Cars like, hey, I like this guy. Hey, wait a minute. What a cheap production.
That's good. That's
That was
good.
fun. That was a good
Yeah.
closer to Winterspell here, having some fun here on the podcast. I really like those games, guys.
If you guys like the games that we play and stuff, we like having fun here. In between trying our best to quest challenge to the top table. Let us know in the comments. Maybe suggest some other games we could play. Maybe one day Villainy could. Maybe there'll be a game show channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Potentially, we could see.
It was
but
a
with
good sneak preview of the people who aren't aware of like our live streams. We do all kinds of fun things like this on our live like podcasts where we.
Do you know what my favorite segment on our live shows are?
The drawings.
No, but it is fun.
That was.
I
fun.
was gonna say the ultra obscure trivia from
Kirsten. Yeah.
That is my favorite because
How many steps did Mickey take in Mickey's Christmas Carol?
none of us get it right. The only person that knows it is Kirsten. And I love it. All right. Well, with that, let's move on to
Villain of the Set.
All right. And we'll read these out one by one here on
We did
the
this.
podcast.
We have a winner now.
Oh, we do have the winner, but we should read the nominees, right? Real quick
Yeah.
again.
I guess.
Let's through them, Vince.
Yeah. So, and the nominees are Lumpy, Playful, Heffalump, Nani, Stage Manager, Tramp, Street Smart Dog, Grandmother, Willow, Ink Geyser, Angel, Experiment 624, Lilo, Escape Artist, Akud et Amudi, Raging Storm, Webby's Diary.
All right. That reading of the Villain of the Set nominees was brought to you by Vince AI, the new chatbot that you can use to read off anything you give it text.
You lost me at Raging Storm.
Yeah, like Ink Geyser. For
And the
Lilo,
winner is
With 25 votes, 11 of them going to Tramp Street Smart Dog. 44% of the votes. How do you guys feel about
I
that?
think I predicted. If I didn't predict that, I did.
I don't
definitely
remember. I don't remember who you predicted. We
predicted.
didn't actually vote. Going into the episode tonight, it was actually tied between Tramp Street Smart Dog and Grandmother Willow at 36%, 9 votes. Somehow, without any of us voting, because I told Vince ahead of time, who would you vote for? Because it's going to be, it's going to make or break the thing. We're tied. We got 2 other votes anyway that swayed it into Tramp's favor. So Vince's vote didn't even come into play. So, yeah. pretty crazy. That Tramp we talked about a little bit earlier. We talked about it basically all set. He the way he comes out so quickly, also enabled by Grandmother Willow, mind you, just makes it so brutal when that Under the Sea hits your very low board so early in the game, because he's a 7-cost card that came out for like 2 ink.
Well,
So, but
Tramp doesn't
yeah.
even have. I mean, Tramp isn't even all about Under the Sea, even, right? I mean, find a
No.
Chromacon, whatever.
Yep.
I think even if Under the Sea, I guess ultimately this doesn't really matter because a lot of these cards are rotating out. But right, the
Yep.
idea of being able to build a wide board of small, big questing characters, cheap big questing characters, play Tramp, filter through a massive amount of cards from your deck to find basically the card that you need to win the game, actually, is incredibly valuable. You know, I think that's potentially why Tramp is our villain of the set, should be our villain of the set. It's who my vote would probably be for. Also, Willow is a close one. I think. But yeah, it just the ability to be able to dig for something, for whatever it is that you need, is incredibly.
Yeah. I mean, the only downside to that, though, is you also have to have cards in your hand.
Fair.
At least if you have no cards, if you have no cards in your hand,
he's still basically free 2/6 because you'll have like 1,000 cards on board. Who did I vote for, Brad?
True.
You can see the results. Can't you see who I voted for?
Oh, did you vote? I didn't think you did.
I voted a long time ago, though, when it first came out.
You voted for... it's taking me forever to find it. I can find it, but yeah, probably Lumpy. There's one vote for Lumpy, so shout out to Lumpy.
Honestly, that's who I think you actually predicted. Oh no, that's what you said. There should be who wins and who will win, and you said Lumpy.
No, I think Chip made a really good point on the team. Chip, he said that he was really interested in this, the results of this, because there's one card that probably is going to win, which he's probably talking about Tramp, but there's another card that has more long-term effects, and I assumed he was talking about Grandmother Willow, but I believe he is the one vote for Akud Etamuti that I think in the course of the rotated set coming up, where Akud is going to be a lot more prevalent and a lot more problematic. So curious there. Grandmother Willow was, like I said, a close second. Akud only got that one vote, but I feel like in time, Akud is going to be, as I talked about earlier, going to be a card that is very, very problematic.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a good discussion. We'll have to revisit it later in the set. I think Grandmother Willow is also a card that it came out in the same set as Akud, right? So, it's going to stick around same amount of time, and a body is always better than not a body. And
you voted for Willow, by the way.
I did vote.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which, by the way, is the correct answer.
Yeah, I would have voted for Willow.
Akud is just kind of specific to me, right? Like you have to have that 1-cost Singer 3, which is only 8. If you don't have that, now you have to have a 2-cost Singer 4, which is soon to be only Ursula Vanessa, right? Because Troubadour will be gone. And then at that point, you have a 3-cost character, and you're singing this on 4, and it's like, how great is that, right? Like, it might have great value. Maybe there's like an Amber plus something else deck that is just like, look, on turn 4, I want to be able to slam this 6-cost character. It's like, go to town.
Yeah. I just think like the Grandmother Willow, or as Brad asked me who would I voted for, and I was like, Tree.
Yeah.
Tree. Is that it's really a staple in pretty much, maybe not all, but most of the core constructed Amber decks. And I think for that reason alone, it just ends up kind of being a villain card to be able to cheat, things out a little bit cheaper. And it can, and honestly, Grandmother Willow's kind of in a weird spot because A, it's not really hard to remove, and B, it doesn't necessarily demand removal like a lot of these like are kind of key villains that we've had in the past. But with that being said, it is one of those cards that really can force you in a position where you're kind of like dying by like 1,000 cuts, right? Because your opponent is being able to cheat out a lot of cards, and you're like, oh, over time, that card that I think is not a super important card is. I view it in some ways, maybe not as super analogous scenario, but I kind of view it in some cases like in Blurple Mirrors, you have those like 1-drops, like the
Basil.
Basil, or even the
Tipo.
Royal Guard. Tipo's not a 1-drop. Tipo's a 2-drop. But you've got these cards that you're like, oh, you know what? I don't care about that right now. It's not a problem. But then the next thing you know, they've quested like 6 lore with that one card that you didn't think was a problem because you've been focusing on all the bigger threats, right? And in some ways, Grandmother Willow has a very similar effect, but rather than necessarily questing with lore, it's your opponent's able to put cards on the board that have more impact for cheaper.
Yeah, no,
Tipo wins DLCs, dude.
I tend to agree. How many times have we seen Brad, specifically the mayor of Lorcana, fall for the amber cost reduction trap that is Lantern, not bad, or Reuben, or Huey, or Pluto, we've seen Brad's like, I am going to play these cards. I'm going to use them. They're very disposable. It's like this one-time trade-in for ramp.
Yeah.
And you get this big. I think Willow is so great because of all of those things. Nobody disagrees that playing a card that ramps you ahead or gets you to play a bigger character earlier is better. Willow demands the removal because it never has to exert. So chances are you're going to play it, potentially even get immediate value off of it playing another 1-drop. But you're probably going to get 2, maybe 3 turns out of getting value out of this. And that is way more than you would have ever gotten with Pluto or Huey or Reuben, or I'm sure Brad is already high up Ham, John Ratzenberger over here. Like, let me get that Ham card over here and play some toys for free.
Eventually, you think we could have a whole John Ratzenberger deck? Think
John
about it, man.
Ratzenberger.
All the characters he's voiced. Yeah,
honestly,
man.
probably could. Probably can. Because he's still voicing characters too. He only took a little bit of a break.
And it's not just Pixar, right? He does Disney ones too. Maybe not.
I'd have to look and see what his Disney repertoire is. I'm sure maybe he's done 1 or 2 Disney films, but he stopped doing films after Onward for a few, and then he jumped back in, and he's been in a few.
The film industry stopped after Onward during 2020 for a little while.
Yeah, but he wasn't in like Soul. He wasn't in
That's fair.
Turning Red, I don't think.
He is in Toy Story. Well, yeah, because he's Ham. Duh.
Well, he's Ham, so he's got to be in
Toy
Toy Story 5. Yeah, so of course he's got to be in it.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Tramp.
And thank you everyone for voting on this. We know we didn't have one of our amazing prizes that we always do. You didn't get like 10 free binders from us like we normally throw at you, but we appreciate you participating in this. We do this every set, so be sure to join us next set and tell us who was the most villainous, because I think in the end, that's kind of Willow. You're right, might be villain. Willow might be nominated for villain of the set next set. And honestly,
that's true. That's true.
Tramp, however, I think Tramp's days are numbered. Right, the end of the spaghetti is nearing, and he,
also kind of the end of Duel Links, unless we get him back. And,
Tramp's gonna be headed to a farm upstate pretty soon. So
a lot of Amber in here too. I think was pointed out by our ears. But anyway, on that note here, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you're joining us on audio, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
And if you're joining us on YouTube, which if you're not, you totally should. We have a ton of fun on here. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, check out all of our other amazing content. That's all I got. Brad, it's up to you.
Oh, it sounded like you cut out there for a
No,
second.
I
Yeah, we
just-
understand.
Ran out of steam.
It's the end of the set. We got to get amped up for Wilds Unknown. So we understand your time is valuable.
Let's
so we
go!
appreciate you spending some of it with us. If you would like to follow along as we plot our devious plans, you can find us on all the socials at Rules of Villainy. We also have a growing community on Discord, which you can join with the link below.
Until next week, stay safe, fellow villains. Be wary of wannabe heroes. Inkborn heroes. I see you coming. Questlemania! We want to disrupt your villainous plans. And as always, remember the rules of villainy! Subscribe for Questlemania!